Scorpio. Something has been quietly unfolding in your energy field. Something unseen yet deeply felt. Like the rustle of wings behind a closed door, or the hush before an ancient truth is spoken. Have you noticed it? The growing restlessness in your soul, the sudden chill down your spine when no one's around, the overwhelming sense that you're being watched not with fear, but with tenderness. These are not accidents. These are callings. You, Scorpio, are being reached. Not by coincidence, not by chance, but by a spirit guide who has been patiently waiting in the stillness of your journey, watching over your transformations, your heartbreaks, and your silent victories. And now, as the stars shift and the cosmic gates open, their voice is growing louder, pressing gently against the veil, aching to be heard. You are not alone, and you were never meant to walk this path in isolation. Your guide walks beside you, now not as a stranger, but as a soul who has loved you through lifetimes. Here at the Mystic Zen, we invite you into this sacred space of truth, awakening, and divine remembrance. This is not just another reading. This is an invitation to go deeper, to see clearer, to listen with the ears of your soul. Through ancient astrological rhythms, intuitive tarot, and universal wisdom, we help you align with your highest self, attract the abundance you were born to receive, and navigate this lifetime with clarity and grace. This moment, yes, this very moment is part of something bigger, something destined. You've been guided here not by curiosity, but by a higher knowing that it's time to remember who you are and why you came. And the message today, it's not just guidance. It's a spiritual transmission meant only for you, Scorpio. If your heart has been searching, if your dreams have been speaking in symbols, if your solitude has felt more sacred than empty, stay until the end. Because what your spirit guide is about to reveal may shift your entire timeline. The signs are not random. The numbers, the dreams, the sensations, they are part of the map. And this message will help you read it. So breathe, deeply open your heart and let the mystery unfold. Subscribe now to the Mystic Zen, where healing meets prophecy and your soul finally feels seen. In the unseen realms where light speaks without words and truth travels faster than thought, spirit guides dwell. Not as fantasy, but as real as the breath you take. For centuries, mystics, shamans, and astrologers have known what modern eyes so often forget, that we are never walking this earth alone. Spirit guides are divine allies assigned to our soul's journey long before our first heartbeat. They are beings of wisdom, compassion, and higher perspective, moving between dimensions, untouched by ego, deeply invested in our spiritual growth. Some of them are ancestors, bloodlines made sacred through their devotion. Others are ascended, masters or angelic beings, sent not to control but to illuminate the path that is already yours. And still others are energies from past lifetimes, karmic threads tied to your evolution across many timelines. For Scorpio, whose soul swims in the depths of transformation, death, and rebirth, spirit guides appear most often in times of unraveling. When something ends? When silence becomes unbearable, when your outer world collapses and your inner truth begins to speak. These guides are drawn to your intensity, your emotional depth, your magnetic resonance with mystery itself. They do not come loudly. They come through whispers, symbols, intuitive nudges that echo like déjà vu in your bones. They come when your rational mind is too tired to fight, when your heart is cracked open wide enough to feel beyond the five senses. Their love is fierce but soft. They won't interfere, but they will intervene if you ask, if you listen, if you open. And you don't need to be perfect to hear them. You only need to be willing. In astrology, Scorpio governs the 8th house, ruler of secrets, of the hidden realms, of rebirth through shadow. This is sacred ground where spirit guides speak fluently. Tarot reflects this through the Death card, not an ending, but an initiation into something deeper, truer, immortal. Your spirit guide walks with you through these gates not to protect you from change, but to guide you through it with clarity and courage. You may not see them with your eyes, but you'll feel them in the stillness, in the flicker of a candle, in the chill of recognition when you hear a truth you didn't know you knew. Scorpio, the presence around you now is ancient. They've known you before you knew yourself, and they've chosen this moment to reveal themselves, not to give you all the answers, but to awaken the wisdom you already hold. All you have to do is remember. Timing in the universe is never random, Scorpio. Every season, every planetary alignment, every cosmic ripple has meaning, especially for you, a soul born under the sign of deep transformation and sacred rebirth. The reason you're sensing a stronger presence now, the reason your dreams have become more vivid and your thoughts more reflective, is because the cosmos is speaking loudly, clearly, directly to your soul. Something has shifted in the energetic blueprint above and within you. Recently, planetary transits have stirred the 12th house of your chart, the house of the subconscious, the hidden, the spiritual realms. This is where veils thin, where illusions dissolve, and where contact with guides, ancestors, and higher beings becomes not only possible, but inevitable. When Mercury retrogrades, old energies surface, forgotten memories return, and spirit guides often use this window to whisper truths you weren't ready to hear before. And during full moons or eclipses, when the sky mirrors your internal tides, portals open between realms, portals your soul knows how to walk through even if your mind resists. These moments are not meant to confuse you. They are designed to awaken you. Scorpio, you are in a period of soul recall. Something from your past, maybe even a past life, is rising to the surface now. Your spirit guide sees it. They're here not to judge, but to help you understand the meaning behind the discomfort, to translate your pain into power. You may have noticed the signs lately: repeating numbers at significant moments, strange encounters with animals, or symbols, dreams that feel more real than waking life. These are not coincidences. These are alignments. You're being called to return to your inner temple, to sit in stillness, to receive. And the timing is divine. Pluto, your ruling planet, has been activating themes of shadow work, spiritual death, and karmic completion. It's asking you to let go, not just of people or situations, but of identities that no longer serve your highest path. Your guide comes through now because they know you are ready. Ready to see, ready to listen, ready to evolve. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. But in this case, the teacher is not outside of you. They are part of your spiritual lineage. They are the voice you've always felt but never fully trusted. And now, they're here, louder, closer, more persistent, because the universe has declared it is time. Time for your next level. Time for your soul to remember why it chose this life, this path, this moment. You are being summoned, Scorpio, not by fear, but by destiny. When a spirit guide draws close, they don't announce themselves with thunder or spectacle. They arrive in subtleties, in quiet whispers, in sacred symbols, in gentle signs that brush against your consciousness like a soft wind on the back of your neck. Scorpio, your sensitivity to the unseen gives you a unique ability to recognize these signals. And right now, they're everywhere. Perhaps you've seen repeating numbers, 111, 444, or 911 popping up at moments of doubt, clarity, or decision. These aren't coincidences. They are cosmic nudges, spirit codes aligning with your thoughts, guiding you back to your path. Maybe a particular animal has appeared more than once in unexpected places. Or a feather fell at your feet when you were questioning something important. These messengers are sent to say, you are seen. You are guided. In dreams, the signs often come cloaked in symbolism, an unknown figure offering a message, a doorway you didn't dare open, a voice calling your name just before waking. You may feel a presence in the room when no one is there, a warmth on your shoulder, or an inner knowing that you are not alone. These sensations are real. Spirit guides rarely speak through words. They speak through resonance, energy, and timing. You might find yourself drawn to certain music, colors, books, or phrases that seem to echo something deeper within you, as though someone is gently steering you toward remembrance. There are also physical cues, sudden goosebumps without cause, ringing in one ear at a specific moment, or a deep exhale that feels like a release of something old. These are not symptoms, they are signals. Your body is a sacred antenna, and it responds when the energy around you shifts. Scorpio, when your emotions rise without clear reason, tears, nostalgia, or a deep sense of peace, you are in communion. The guide isn't just near, they are speaking directly to your soul. And sometimes their signs come through repetition. A phrase someone says that you just read the night before. A stranger mentioning your greatest fear without knowing you. These patterns are not accidents, they are confirmations. Your guide is layering the message so that your conscious mind begins to trust what your heart already knows. In astrology, you are ruled by the mysterious and magnetic Pluto. You feel what others miss. So when a guide reaches out, it won't be loud, but it will be undeniable. Trust the signs no matter how small. Each one is a breadcrumb on your sacred path. You are not imagining it. You are not alone. You are being led, gently, wisely, divinely, by a presence that has loved your soul for lifetimes. Scorpio, your energy is unlike any other in the zodiac. It is magnetic, intense, and steeped in mystery, an ancient language that spirit guides understand and respond to without hesitation. You were not made for surface living. You were born into the depths, into the undercurrents of emotion, transformation, and soul truth. That is precisely what makes your field so powerful for spiritual communication. Guides are drawn to your frequency because it resonates on the same wavelength as theirs, hidden, sacred, timeless. Where others seek comfort and clarity, you find wisdom in darkness. You don't fear endings. You walk through them, reborn stronger each time. And that cycle, death, transformation, resurrection, is the very pulse of the spirit world. You are not just open to change, you are a vessel for it, and spirit guides, who exist to facilitate growth, healing, and awakening, are naturally drawn to those willing to evolve. Your willingness to shed layers, to question, to dive into shadow, makes you an ideal companion for higher beings seeking to guide human souls. Your aura, Scorpio, glows differently when you are in alignment. It's not loud, it's deep. It doesn't scream for attention. It hums with power. It signals to spirit. Here is a soul ready to receive. And when you enter stillness, true stillness, the kind born from surrender and introspection, that's when they come. In your solitude, in your grief, in your rebirth, they find you. Because they always have. Spirit guides respond to emotional honesty. And no one navigates emotional landscapes like you. Your heartbreak, your silence, your tears. They're not just experiences. They're invitations. Each time you've hit bottom and risen again, your spiritual signal has grown louder, more refined, more magnetic. And with every transformation, you've called them in closer. You may not have known it, but every time you trusted your gut, walked away from toxicity, or said no to what was misaligned, you were creating sacred space for healing, for intuition, for contact. Your rituals, whether it's journaling by candlelight, meditating in the dark, or crying into your pillow while asking the universe for a sign, these are holy acts. They create portals. They generate light only your spirit guide can see. And they come rushing to it. For Scorpio, the path to connection is not about perfection. It's about authenticity. It's about allowing your pain to become a doorway rather than a prison. The spirit world honors that depth. And so, your guides respond, not just because you need them, but because you're ready to hear them. You've walked through the fire. You've earned the stillness, and now your energy calls soft but clear, I'm listening. And they are answering. Scorpio. The message your spirit guide is trying to deliver is not about fear. It's about remembrance. You see, they're not here to tell you something you've never known. They're here to help you remember what your soul has always known, but has buried beneath years of survival, heartbreak, and silence. They are reaching through the veil not to warn you of danger, but to awaken the truth that you've been slowly uncovering in your own shadow work. The first thing they want you to understand is this. You are not broken. The pain you've endured, the betrayals you've swallowed, the loneliness that pressed against your chest like stone, none of it means you are flawed or forsaken. Quite the opposite. These were initiations. Each one cracked you open just enough for the light to pour in. Each one softened your ego and strengthened your spirit. And now, your guide wants to help you move from survival to alignment. They see that you are carrying burdens that no longer belong to you. Old stories, outdated beliefs, soul contracts that have expired. You've outgrown the cage, but you're still holding the key in your pocket. It's time to open the door. They want you to know that your intuition is not just emotion, it's divine technology. The gut feelings, the dreams, the synchronicities, they are real. Stop second-guessing them. Your guide is saying, yes, that was me. That whisper, that number, that knowing. You heard it right. You are being shown a new path. A softer one. One that requires courage, yes, but not force. You don't have to prove your worth through pain anymore. You are already worthy. They also want to caution you. Distraction is your greatest threat, right now. Not failure. Not rejection. Distraction. Staying too busy to feel. Saying yes to what drains you. Ignoring the signs because they don't fit your timeline. Your guide is asking you to slow down, to be still enough to hear the message they're placing in your heart. It's time. Time to choose differently. Time to say no when your body tenses up. Time to say yes when your soul expands. Time to trust that something bigger is orchestrating your steps, even when you don't see the whole map. They're not offering shortcuts. They're offering clarity. And the clarity is this: you're not lost, you're being rerouted, and what's coming, what they're leading you toward, is not just healing. It's purpose. It's power. It's peace that doesn't depend on outside validation. You've been asking for a sign, Scorpio. This is it. They've been speaking all along. The question is, will you finally listen? Scorpio. The connection you seek is not found through force. It's not found in noise, in hustle, and endless striving. Your spirit guide doesn't need you to be perfect, enlightened, or unshakably faithful. They only need one thing: your presence. To connect and truly listen, you must first become still enough to hear the subtle language they speak. Their messages are not broadcast through the loudspeaker of life. They come in the quiet between thoughts, in the pause between breaths, in the spaces where truth finally has room to echo. Begin here. Create sacred space. Not just a place, but a state of being. Light a candle. Burn incense. Sit by a window or beneath the moon. Let this moment feel intentional. When you do this, you're not just preparing a room, you're signaling to the spirit realm that you are open, ready, and willing. Speak aloud. Yes, aloud. Say their name if you know it, or simply whisper, "Guide of my highest good, I am ready. Show me what I need to know. The spoken word is a bridge between dimensions. It tells your subconscious and the universe that you are stepping forward with trust. Then, breathe. Deeply. Slowly. Let each inhale ground you into your body, and each exhale release distraction. This is not about entering a trance. It's about coming home to your own soul. As you breathe, place a hand on your heart or your solar plexus. Feel your own energy. That is the channel through which your guide will speak. You may receive images, words, sensations, or nothing at all, but know this. Even silence is sacred. Often, the message arrives hours later through a dream, a sudden thought, or a stranger's voice echoing exactly what you needed to hear. Pay attention after the asking. That's where listening truly begins. Keep a journal close. Write whatever comes. Don't censor. Let your guide speak through your pen. You'll be amazed at what flows when judgment is set aside. Trust your tarot or oracle deck if you use one. Let it be a mirror of their voice. Ask a clear question and pull with reverence. The cards are not fortune tellers. They are messengers of energy, reflecting what your soul and your guide already know. And finally, Scorpio, release the need for control. You won't always get the message you expect, but you'll always receive the one you need. The more you trust, the clearer the signal becomes. This connection is a relationship. It grows with attention, with consistency, with love. Make space for your guide not just in ritual but in daily life. Talk to them while walking, cooking, crying, laughing. Let them walk with you, because they already are. You don't have to go searching. You simply have to listen. The portal is not out there, it's within you, and it's wide open now. Scorpio. The cards have been waiting for this moment just as your spirit guide has. When the veil is thin and the soul is listening, the tarot becomes more than symbolism. It becomes a language your guide uses to speak directly to you. And today, 4 sacred archetypes have stepped forward to reveal a message of spiritual alignment, awakening, and deeper purpose. The first card is the High Priestess, the keeper of secrets, the guardian of inner knowing. She sits between 2 pillars representing light and shadow, intuition and reason. Her message is clear. The answer you're seeking is already within you. Your spirit guide is reminding you that the knowledge you crave doesn't come from the outside world. It rises from the quiet wisdom in your core. You already know what to do. You've just been afraid to trust it. The High Priestess confirms trust it now. The second card is Death, your card, Scorpio. Misunderstood by many, but sacred to you. This isn't about literal endings. This is spiritual transformation. A shedding of skin, a soul-level rebirth. The Death card comes to tell you, something old must be released for your guide's full message to come through. Whether it's a belief, a relationship, or an outdated self-image, this is the moment to let go. Your guide can only lead you forward when you're not anchored in the past. This is not loss. This is sacred release. And through it, you rise. Next, the star shines forth, a beacon of divine hope. This is your cosmic reassurance that even in darkness, light is always near. The star tells you your guide is not only watching you, but pouring healing energy over you right now. It speaks of renewal, clarity, and divine guidance streaming in like starlight. Your spirit guide is offering you peace not through logic but through faith. This card says, don't give up. A new path is already opening. Finally, the Hermit arrives. He is the seeker, the wisdom keeper, the one who walks alone to find truth. But he is never truly alone. His lamp is lit by divine guidance. His solitude is sacred. not empty. This card tells you, your current stillness is not stagnation, it is preparation. Your guide walks beside you in this inner retreat, and in your quiet reflection, you are being shown the next step. Together, these 4 cards weave a powerful narrative. Trust your intuition, High Priestess. Release what no longer serves, Death. Anchor in hope, Star. And listen in silence, Hermit. This isn't just a reading, it's a map, a message, a mirror. Your spirit guide is using the language of tarot to confirm what your soul already knows. You are guided, you are protected, and you are never alone. Now is the time to walk forward, not in fear but in reverence. Your guide is holding the lantern, you just need to follow the light. Scorpio. Now that the message has reached you, now that the veil has lifted just enough to let light pass through, what you do next becomes the sacred turning point. Your spirit guide is near, speaking, watching, guiding. But this connection requires more than acknowledgement. It requires embodiment. The energy is present. What matters now is how you respond to it. The first action is simple yet profound. Create a spirit guide journal. This becomes your portal. Each morning or night, write down your dreams, your thoughts, your emotional shifts. Ask questions in the pages and leave space for the answers to come. It doesn't need to be poetic. It needs to be real. Your spirit guide will use this as a channel, subtle at first, then clearer over time. The second step, dedicate intentional silence in your daily rhythm. 5 minutes 10. Sit in stillness. Put your hand on your heart. Ask, what do I need to hear today? And then listen, not with ears, but with energy. You may hear nothing, but you'll feel everything. In this stillness, they speak. Third, be aware of emotional spikes. That sudden grief out of nowhere. That intense peace. That burst of insight. Those moments are often when your guide is pressing closer, nudging your soul toward clarity. Don't brush these moments off. Breathe into them. Let them teach you. Fourth, spiritual ritual. Light a candle with intention. Place a feather or crystal near your bedside. Cleanse your space with smoke, with prayer, with music. Let your daily life reflect sacredness. These actions open energetic doors. Your guide will walk through them. Fifth, speak aloud your intentions. Before sleep or upon waking, whisper to the unseen, I am ready. I am listening. Lead me to the truth I need. That declaration becomes a magnet for synchronicity. Words hold frequency. Use yours with care and with power. Sixth, share your journey, whether with a trusted friend, in a quiet message, or a simple comment online. Sometimes your guide speaks not just through signs, but through the mouths of others. The more you open up, the more you allow divine mirrors to appear. And finally, Scorpio, take aligned soul action. If your heart says leave, leave. If your gut says call someone, call. If an opportunity stirs excitement and fear at once, move toward it. Your guide can only walk beside you when you are walking. They cannot carry you, but they will never let you fall. Trust that this connection is not fleeting. It's a lifelong relationship. The more you nourish it, the more it will nourish you. And in time, what now feels mystical will become natural. This is not the beginning of your spiritual journey, it's the remembering. And every small step you take from this moment forward echoes across the cosmos. Your guide hears you. They've always heard you. And now, you're finally hearing them back. Scorpio, as we close this sacred space together, know this. You were never meant to walk this lifetime alone. That ache you've carried, the one you couldn't quite name, wasn't loneliness. It was spiritual longing. A call echoing from the unseen, patiently waiting for you to answer. And now you have. Your spirit guide has been watching you quietly, through every storm, every silence, every sacred rebirth. They've whispered to you in moments when you thought no one was listening. And now, their voice is finally reaching you, not through thunder but through deep recognition. You are not imagining this, you are not broken, you are becoming, and they've been guiding every step of your becoming with unconditional devotion. This connection doesn't end when the video fades, it deepens. Every breath, every choice, every time you turn inward instead of running outward, you are strengthening the bridge between your world and theirs. They're not just trying to help you heal, they're trying to help you remember. Remember who you are, why you came, what you're here to do, and above all, that you are held by a presence more ancient, more knowing, more loving than words can capture. Scorpio, if your soul felt seen in this message, if something opened inside you, then this was for you. And if you feel the pull to go deeper, we invite you to stay close. Subscribe to the Mystic Astro Zen, your sacred sanctuary for astrology insights, intuitive tarot, soulful healing, and spiritual awakening. Each message is crafted to help you align with your higher self, attract divine abundance, and walk your path with clarity and grace. If you felt the energy of this transmission like it was meant just for you, please like this video so others may find it, share it with someone who needs this reminder, and comment below. I hear my guide. I'm ready. Your words may become the sign someone else is waiting for. Remember, Scorpio, your journey is sacred, your timing is divine, and your spirit guide is closer than ever. The universe has aligned this moment for a reason. Don't let it pass without planting the seed. Stay grounded, stay open, stay luminous, and above all, trust what you feel, because what you feel is real. We'll see you in the next message. Until then, may your path be lit by unseen hands and your heart never forget that you are guided, protected, and never, ever alone.